Welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy VII, with me, Get Daved. I've walked up one screen since the last video. Also joining me in this Let's Play is friggin' Cait Sith, and this piece of shit cannon. I walked up one screen so as to bypass the way to the cannon, because I have other plans right now. Namely going here. And this is why Cait Sith was in the party. All in all, I'd say it was one of the worst trade-offs I've ever made. You shut the... I don't want to drop an F-bomb here. But you shut up, Cait Sith. You shut your damn mouth. Oh good, a fight. Well, you have no excuse for not making this last seconds. You know what I wish more games had? That mechanic from Earthbound. Where really weak enemies would run away from you. It should be like that. Okay, and back we go. There's no one here to tell us we can't take stuff, so we're gonna take it. Weapon for Tifa, weapon for Barret. If you got them the first time you came here in the game, you would demolish everyone and everything. I wonder if you can go all the way to the top of the Shinra building. It would have been slightly better if I just walked back downstairs, but I guess I won't get into fights this way. And I'm just gonna waltz over here. Okay, there's more fights here. I'm getting angry again. Oh well, at least we got 100 experience points. I'm blaming Cait Sith, everybody. Yeah. Can't go all the way up because those are destroyed. You'll recall weapons attack. Now I actually forget... Oh, there's enemies on this floor too. I forget which floor the gym is on. It's on this floor. Alright everybody, for this part you have to have Cait Sith in your party. Your friggin' party. You'll remember, maybe, when I came here the first time. Opened up the locker, and Clad was like, it's some type of megaphone. If you have Cait Sith in your party, you can get the HP shout. His ultimate weapon does more damage as his HP are full. As they are increased. More damage, higher percentage HP. Good talk. Okay. I'm gonna head back down. And at the save point outside of this place, I'm gonna take Cait Sith out of my party, and I am never, ever, ever going to use him again. Not even to get his next limit break. I mean it. I hate him that much. I'll take Barret for now. Yeah, just for a little bit. Here, have a Max Ray. It's a good weapon. And you should use an Aegis armlet, which I totally forgot to put back on. Yeah, that ought to do it. Wow, Power Wrist on Barret? Well, I guess it'll be nice. And what we're gonna do is forget how to use the interface properly. We're going to transfer over as much as we can from Cait Sith. And that's actually some pretty important materia to the build, so these two are dispensable. Baton added effect. I want that back on. I don't think I'm going to be encountering enemies that'll give me too much grief. I think one of the materials I was using here was long range, which makes sense on Tifa, not so much on Barret. Maybe I'll just keep him this way for now. Nah. I will use the completely redundant materia just for simplicity in the future. And joy, everybody, Kate Sith is no longer in the party. Head down this ladder that we didn't know was here the first time. And back we go. Alright, we've explored everywhere now. Just gotta go back to the screen where I fought the Turks. Oh, wait. Yeah, I'm doing the right thing. I got confused because the parts were going so fast. Alright, and we'll soon have an opportunity to get Barret's ultimate weapon. By the way, if you want to fight to use Tifa with the ultimate build, this would be it. Yeah, no secret here. Boss fight. You know, Vincent, you're actually not that interesting to have in the party. Basically, like, he's doing nothing but giving startled expressions. Hi, Heidegger. Oh, and Scarlet too. Two of my favorite people. Your proud creation? I was not programmed to feel pride. Or love. The Proud Clod. Why did you give him such an unfortunate name? Also, don't call him Proud Cloud. That's not his name. His name is Proud Clod. We're gonna go with the jammer armor. And by go with, I mean attempt to kill. We really need to get Big Guard up quickly. Oh, Barret. That wasn't very good. It's a pretty big laser. Whoops. Now might be a good time to bust out the big guns. Knee bend! There we go. So I know you guys have already seen this attack, but we'll use it once more for good measure. A lot of people have been saying, oh man, you have to fight Emerald and Ruby weapon. That's not really a spoiler, they're out there. I don't know if I will, to be honest, because truth be told, the fights are not epic, they're really repetitive and boring. Because there's no way I'm going to build up... There are some strategies to beat them in like 2 minutes, and they're pretty awesome if you have a sense of perspective of how long it takes normally. But, truth be told, it takes weeks of grinding to get those sorts of builds, and I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to use sources to max all my character's stats at 255. That's crazy. If you enjoy that, that's good. But playing the game for the story, the emotions. That wasn't particularly effective. Doctor Who? I would say Inspector Spacetime, but Inspector Spacetime's show has been cancelled. If any of you do watch Community, give yourself 10 points. If you don't, feel guilty, because a great TV show has been given the kiss of death. Yeah, now Proud Clod's got nothing going for him. Some decent firepower, I guess, but that's it. I could try Magic Breath. I don't think he has any elemental immunities. Might have a bit more punch. It's expensive, but that is a decent amount of damage for this party. Let's see if he's got anything, and let's see if we can find out about his HP. I seem to recall this being a very long fight. Couldn't sense, of course. It's picking up the damage a bit there. Oh goodness, we might have to start making some defensive efforts here. At the very least, regen. Oh! Bringing down the mighty Colossus. Question some design decisions on him. Wouldn't it be more useful if he could... Oh no. Who has Dispel? Materia Jammer puts Reflect on you. Kill him quickly before he regenerates everything. Regen also goes faster if you have, like, a higher max HP or something. Oh goodness, what have I done? He could be regenerating thousands of HP every second. Well, everybody, you know what I wanted to do in this video? Prolong an already long and uneventful boss fight. Well, maybe Comet will do a little bit more damage. 2x cut's pretty hard to beat, though, to be honest. Multiple hits. Yeah, you know, I don't think that was that much better. Also, Comet Materia does not pair with all, so... Beast Flare, please? Yeah, it's okay. Well, there's only one thing left to do now. Hold on the attack button and wait for regen to wear off. It's still going. It's worn off of me. I have haste on, so that means it's gonna last twice as long on him. Oh no. So I wonder how much of his HP regenerated there. Perhaps a disastrous amount? More Beast Flare, everybody. You know you love it. Yeah, of course not. Well, who's enjoying the music? Nice and depressing, like any good Shinra theme should be. That was not bad damage. If I could do it all again, I would just leave Tifa in the party the entire time. And you know what? While we're at it, screw you a bit, Vincent. Vincent. This is like Boba Fett here. Flamethrowers mounted at joints. Come on! Come on and die. Oh good, we're gonna get beam cannoned again. And my primary healer has no MP and has worked himself into a feral fury. Oh damn it, I did it again. Oh son of a... Oh no. Just die, Proud Clod. Or I hope Reflect's worn off. Okay, good. Oh, damn it! No. This is the worst segment ever. I hate everything about it. Oh, goodness. How will I look the other LPers in the eye? Son of a bitch. I don't know if I should... I'm just gonna off-screen this, people. Yes. That's exactly what I will do. I will off-screen. Okay, as it turns out, he only had like one hit left. I was getting ready for some pretty awesome conniving. Yay, the Ragnarok! What an epic battle, everybody. Went on a little longer. Shadow of the Colossus! Well, after that extremely climactic and satisfying battle, here we are! Incidentally, the Ragnarok is one of my favorite swords for Cloud. I think it looks really cool. At first you might think, hey, it looks like all his other swords, but then I challenge you, look closer. Closer. For some reason, Yeah, this is right where the game began. I believe the Cloud jumps from the area just to my right to get onto a train at one point. And you'll remember this from like the first video of the game, right after the reactor blows up. I've been here before! These enemies are pretty bad. It also is exacerbated. Where's the Hyper Ether? It's called Turbo Ether, right. It's exacerbated by the fact that I have no MP with which to use Trine, which is, trust me, the easiest way to take them out. As a matter of fact, I'm still gonna use Trine. They have multiple components, a lot of HP. The bottom segment, anyway, has a lot of HP. Yep, you best take them seriously. Okay, and I didn't draw a lot of attention to it when it happened, but we just got the Mistile, which is the best armor in the game. 60% magic evade, 50% evade. That's good. He's had the Hypnogram this whole time, eh? Boy, I feel like a real champ. Oh well! Tell you all what. Let's just keep going with this party, because we're almost at a great point to turn around. I'm gonna go up these stairs. Okay, Sith. Pleasure to see you again. The cannon was mounted directly above the number 8 reactor, partly so it could point at the North Crater, but also I imagine there was room for it, since we blew up the reactor that would have been in its way. Yeah, Soldier 3rd class. In my opinion, not as bad as Soldier 2nd class, though he wouldn't know it from the massive damage he just did. I also have a theory that we might be able to steal something good from them, but, you know, they're dangerous enough that I'm not going to test it much. Take gun. Ah, he keeps creeping closer. I don't like that one bit. Well, that problem is solved. Ooh! We just mastered an all materia. That is something to write home about. Okay. Okay, gonna switch this up to Thunder just because I want that one to get leveled up at some point. I guess it's already equipped. Alright, fine. I am beside myself with excitement. Where's my all materia? There we go. Yeah, you're mastered. One more all materia mastered, and we will have all the money we need for the entire game. No hyperbole. Well, unless you have some really insane ideas of what you want to do with your cash in the game. Okay. With Barrett in the party, we're going to climb these stairs. This is the missing score, his ultimate weapon. But we're going to turn around because this party sucks. And Red 13 has excellent motive to hate Hojo, so I'm going to bring him along. I'm just getting fed up with all these encounters. I guess we'll show a legitimate one. A lot of the enemies can do quite a bit of damage here. Yep, that's the attack I love. Actually, if we could save that limit break for a little while, that could be really good for us. And at this point, I might use a Turbo Ether instead of a Tent, because I don't have that many tents, and I do have a lot of turbo ethers. Fun fact, in that fight I destroyed the body of the tank before I took out all of its components. Fewer experience points. You just can't cheat your way around that. And Barrett, you are most definitely out. Oh, Tifa, we'll be reunited soon. And then the fights will be easy again. Actually, let's check his equipment. Really? This is what I got? Yeah, we'll go with at least a tough ring. And although I didn't use it just now and totally should have, you can also click on a character's name and swap all the materia at once. It's a much better way of doing things. Alright. Gonna take my shortcut save. By virtue of the emulator I'm playing on. And back to Hojo. He's just at the top of these stairs. Man, what a arduous journey. Alright, soldiers, I'm gonna give you one chance, and only one chance, to have something stolen from you. Then you're all gonna die. Well, I think that should be it. I'm not 100% certain, but I think it's the Shinra Alpha they're carrying. Ice Ice Baby, everybody. We're not really at the point where that type of materia is that good anymore, so I recommend just swapping it out for another one you haven't mastered yet. It's pretty unlikely that I'll use Ice 3 in this upcoming fight, which is just around this corner. And yeah, you know what, I'm just gonna go with the build I have. Hey, you demented madman. Actually, we've got a few of your experiments here. You also tried to breed a dog with a human, but, you know, whatever. Oh, yeah. I suppose I could have been more clear there. Nice inquisitive mind. There you go, everybody. Sephiroth's father, none other than Hojo. Remember, he respected Gast so much, and Hojo so little. This is of particular relevance to Vincent. Recall, Lucretia gave birth to Sephiroth. It was you, Hojo. I guess that must have happened after the reunion. Although Hojo was there, maybe he felt called to the Genova reunion as well. Oh well, let's rumble. I'm gonna stick with a more traditional offense to start things off. We fight Zombie Hojo. Neither of those enemies is that much to worry about. I guess I'll switch to some group attacks to try taking him out. They also don't have the full HP of their counterparts, I don't think. Oh, maybe they do. Bad Raps do normally have about 9,000 hit points, so... Oh, you're the only one I want, Hojo. So I guess I was originally under the belief that Vincent thought he was Sephiroth's father. It might have just been that he thought he was, might have just been him feeling responsible for the death of, or Lucretia being turned over. Starting to get a little worried about Red there. I'm gonna try Beta, actually. Looks like maybe he might be more vulnerable to fire. Uh-oh. We lost Red 13. Also, quite inconveniently. Now, do we have Phoenix handy? There'd be a certain poetic justice in letting Vincent just go berserk and tear him apart. I may let that happen. It'd be kind of nice to let Vincent get some of his better limit breaks as well. Tear him apart, Vincent. Oh, good. Taking out that arm was an exercise in futility. Well, with that in mind, I'm just gonna go for the core. Here comes the good stuff. Also, the boss's name is Heletic Hojo. I think maybe Heretic Hojo would make a bit more sense. And often R's and L's are translated backwards. No, that's not it, folks. Hojo, lifeform not applicable, is this enemy. And I'm just gonna hold down the attack button. Because it's a little suboptimal for Red 13, but... Go, Mistile! Help him dodge! If only we had someone with the ribbon here. No, we can do this without him. Well, maybe we can't. It's all up to you, Red 13. Dang, we're in a tight spot. Well, hopefully this keeps doing a lot of damage, because everyone else is asleep. Everybody, be sure to equip that ribbon. Looks like this is a magical attack, but, not vocal. You know, if this goes on for too long... Oh, good. Actually, all things considered, I think Hojo's ruined Cloud's life the most, so... And the video's running a little long, but I'm gonna keep it going. All that's left now is Sephiroth, everybody. Ooh. You know what, everybody? We don't have time for this upcoming scene, so I am unfortunately going to have to end the video here. Because something important's about to happen. So I'll see you all in the next video. Sorry to leave it like this.